Booktube. A friend of mine recommended Sirgrus Blackmane, Demi-Human Gumshoe, and the Dark Elf. It's a long, I'm not even sure if I pronounced it right. It is, imagine Detective Noir. Gotta give her more trees. Imagine Detective Noir, but with fantasy characters, such as dwarves, elves, fairies, dragonborn. It's an alternate history. It takes place in America, in Chicago, somewhere around the Prohibition era. So Prohibition is going on. It starts off with an alcohol bust. The story kicks off with the death of his partner. His partner is human. He served with him in what was called the Great War. But instead of this First World War, it did take place in Europe. They called it Europa. But instead of fighting the Nazis, they fought ogres and trolls. Never explain why, but there is a lot of flashbacks into what happened and where this character is coming from. So the story starts out. Hold on. Ready? So the story starts out during a raid on a storage thing of some kind of alcohol. I don't think it actually says for sure, but his human partner is brought out of the fiery burning thing, shot in the head. So it starts off with that. Plus, a woman comes into this, is a private detective. A woman comes into his office and gives him a case to work on. So it has a lot of the same beats as any good detective noir. The manner of writing, the tone, the feel of it feels very noir. It is absolutely page-turningly good. It really is. I love how the world building is done in tiny little bite-sized info dumps. Such as the main character just tells you about stuff. Like, he comes into his office and he meets his fairy secretary, but instead of saying, "Oh wow, what a lovely wings you have," he just talks about, "This is my fairy secretary. This is what fairies wear. These are their powers." He just explains stuff to you because he knows that you're not part of the world. It's so much better than just drawing it out in this conversation. A lot of people come down on info dumps, but I really like this. It was done very well. Are you done with your treats? Want to hang out there for a while? We got more video shoot. Okay. It takes place in Chicago. Chicago's set up into 4 different quarters, much like I think New Orleans is set up that way. There's the human quarter, the fairy quarter, I think there's a dwarf quarter. And in it, there are these nightclubs run by mobsters, thanks to Prohibition. It is so good. You gonna hang up there? If you're wondering what I'm giving her, hashtag not sponsored, but I could be. I really like this book. Overall, I give it, what I give it here? Hold on. I give it 8.5 dwarves out of 10 fairy secretaries. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Peanut really appreciates it. Buy something. Links are down in the description. Follow me on social media. Here's Peanut doing some stuff. Bye.